All right. What's up, guys? What up, YouTube? This is gonna be installment 2 of intro slash about me video, I guess. So I watched back the first video, and I was laughing my ass off because I definitely jump around a lot. But it's I hope this isn't like conceited to say, but like watching my own video, I was like enticed. I was like, oh, this guy's interesting, right? It's kind of douchebag to say, but hey, I didn't cringe at my own video, so that I think is a massive plus. Also, excuse me for looking a mess. I just went to the gym. My hair is doing some. I look like fucking Bob Ross right now. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm also very pasty white. I need to get out and get some sun, but I wanted to touch on some things that I missed on the initial intro video that was dragged out for way too long for me to miss a lot of things. So, rewinding back, I touched on a lot of the things that I was interested in. I left out the fact that I was an avid skater. I skateboarded for, oh man, like 10 years. I was really good. I don't want to say I was like incredible, but I was pretty good at it. Super passionate about it. Skated a lot. We're talking summers in high school, like 10-hour days, 12-hour days, sometimes longer. We used to go all over the place to skate. Always on the hunt for that perfect staircase or railing or, anything that you could try to do a trick on. I had a brief sponsorship through Osiris. They became my skate shoe of choice. It's pretty good. They gave me some free merch. I was entitled to a pair of shoes. It was like every 6 weeks, and which was about the time that it would take for me to go through a pair. I was rubbing holes in shoes left and right. But yeah, I was having a blast with that, and then I went through some other weird transitions in high school. Used to be a really good friend of mine, wanted to do like MMA, so I trained with him for about a year. We used to go to his cousin's gym, and we were learning jujitsu and doing stand-up drills and the footwork, handwork, boxing, wrestling, like just a combination of all this stuff. He did a cage match and won. And then that fizzled out. I'm a lover, not a fighter, a lot of things can be handled through intelligence, speaking, instead of violence. I think there's too much fucking violence. Everybody just jumps to violence nowadays, and I think it's just, in my eyes, I think it's pretty ignorant. That's not to say that there's definitely been some people that push that button for me, and I just want to rip their head off. But, I try to keep a cool head. What else did I miss? Oh, yeah, I said I just got back from the gym. I know I don't look like much right now. I'm trying to get back on. The last few months have been very taxing on my mental health, and just trying to keep my shit together. So I worked really hard last year all through the spring and summer, and I actually went from being kind of chubby to pretty lean, pretty fit. I was like a fit 200 for my wedding, which was in August. It was a blast. Everything went great. It went 1,000 times better than I expected. I honestly expected it to be a shit show, just because of events that surrounded the wedding. But after that, I bulked for 16 weeks, and I went from 200 to about 260. Now, a lot of people will hear that and they're like, Jesus Christ, that's unhealthy. What the fuck were you doing, right? For those of you that are familiar with SARMs, I did do a bulking SARM. It was incredible. I had no negative side effects, aside from the fact that I ate so much fucking food. Like, it was costing us so much money just to feed me. I was hungry all the time. It was incredible. I was very strong. I was up to about 260. And I was probably eating, if I had to guess, I didn't calorie count, but I was probably 4,000 plus daily. Probably on some days more than that. But I could order like 2 large pizzas from Pizza Hut and eat both of them at the peak of the bulk. My appetite was outrageous. I was doing no cardio, and I got really beefy. You couldn't see abs anymore, but I wasn't fat either. But anyways, Right now I'm about 225 to 230 after the bulk. I just cleaned up my diet a little bit, but I haven't really been in the gym for like the last 3-ish months. The wife and I were prepping to move. We just moved into a new house, and it was just everything surrounding it was too hectic. I had to go back home. My grandma, like, so this was a few months back, but like there's just been a lot of things that have been taxing on my mind. My grandma had to have emergency open heart surgery. She had a quadruple bypass, and then after that, my grandfather had passed away, and I went and visited my grandma. And like did just a whole bunch of different stuff happened. So the gym hasn't been a priority for me. And then after we moved here, the garage was so jam packed that I couldn't get to my equipment. So I dropped my gym membership several months, or not several months ago. Sometimes like my timeline just fucking like I don't even put thought into it. It feels like a couple months ago, but it was like during COVID I dropped my gym membership because all the restrictions they put on the gyms, and it just wasn't worth my time to go wait in line and then have a limited time in there. I'm like paying for a membership and you're limiting my time, and I have to wear a mask. I can't breathe through this fucking mask when I'm on a treadmill, right? Like, just, it wasn't conducive. Conducive. I don't know. My English is trash right now. Anyways, I bought a commercial Smith machine from Marcy on Amazon, actually. And that's been in the garage, and I slowly added to it. I got a magnetic resistance bike out there. I got an auxiliary bench. I got a dumbbell rack with dumbbells on it. I got a bunch of cable attachments and stuff. So that's what I was using on the bulk. Right now, I cleaned up the diet. I'm doing Premier protein shakes, a lot of chicken, rice, green veggies, pork, and like a lot of meats, a lot of veggies. I'm trying to cut out unnecessary stuff. My vice is like cereal. I fucking love cereal, so trying to limit that. And we're gonna get back on track. We're gonna lean out, and we're gonna get buff again. So that's the other thing. I was an avid gym goer, a pretty competitive lifter. I don't want to say an ego lifter, but there was events and stuff that you could participate in when I was in the Navy. I would go do those. They had like lift competitions, like 1,000-pound club, 1,500-pound club. They give you like t-shirts and shit. I had them, but I've outgrown them. So I hit that 1,000-pound club the first time when I was like 180 pounds. So I had like a large. Now I wear like a 2X. My shoulders are way broader, and the big part was like my arms don't fit sleeves. So I just I get a bigger shirt. I like them a little baggier now. Back then I used to like them tight because I was a lot more. My physique was a lot tighter. I'll say. Like, I'm a little flabby now, you know. But anyways, so those were some of the major things I wanted to touch on that I missed. I feel like I can talk on a lot of things, and I can produce content for pretty much anybody that watches. And I wanted to make sure that I put it all out there so that anybody that watches this and connects with it, like, if I get a response and somebody wants to hear something or see something, like, I'm down. I will produce some content that people want to see. I'm trying to get engagement and interactive with anyone that watches this. If it's one person, like, tell me what you want to see, what you want to talk about. If you want to fucking jump on the comments and you know, or if you want to jump in the DMs and have a conversation, like, I don't even have to turn it into content. I'm just trying to connect with people. I'm trying to network. And honestly, I'm sorry if I'm coming off a little high energy. I'm pretty jazzed up. That first video, I was like really apprehensive going into it. I was like nervous about it. And after I made it, I was like elated. This was like therapeutic for me. And I had a good time making the content. So that first video, even though it was all over the place, like it was a blast to me. I had fun. And after I did it, you know, I took a break. I got some food. I went down to the gym to work out. And the whole time I'm down there, I'm like, man, I want to make another video. So, and I kept thinking of all these things that I missed. And it's going to be like that for a while because, like I said, man, I have so much that I could share, that I could talk about. And I feel like I've done and tried just about every niche hobby thing that you could think of. And you know, I can make commentary on anything. I can do a video on literally anything. I could do a Q&A. I thought about that. But as far as an intro goes, I wanted to put out there who I am, kind of how I am, what I like. That way, you know, the audience that's watching they know up front. As far as what to expect, I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to react to as my first reaction video. I got some homework to do as far as like video editing and stuff, so I can make these a little cleaner, a little more visually appealing. I got lucky and figured out how to do this background shit. So that's cool, because if I turn it off, this room's a disaster. We do not have enough space in the house that we moved into, so it's a little cluttered, and you know, I can't have a dedicated space to do this in, so we're going to be doing green screen shit for a while. Other than that, I don't really know what else to say as far as this intro stuff goes. If you have questions about literally anything, drop it, and I'll try to respond to it. If I get a bunch of questions, I'll just make a whole video touching on all the questions. I'm trying to come up with just kind of a game plan to make more just content in general, just stuff to throw up on the channel. I know I do this a lot. I like think out loud. It's helpful to me. It's like therapeutic, right? So don't hate on me too bad for it. I'm not trying to waste your time. But yeah, so that's me in a nutshell. I'm sure I missed a ton of shit that I could talk about, so stay tuned. I'll try to make more pointed videos, and I'll definitely break down some topics into like their own, where I'm not jumping around from topic to topic. I think right now what I'm gonna do, if anybody in here likes, so I try to do, let me touch on this. I try to do Twitch, and it was super disheartening because I was streaming 4 or 5 times a week for like 3 to 4 hours at a time. I was playing a couple different games, and people were popping in, and it was like the only, like, I was getting tons of people that would come in and like have a small conversation with me, and every one of them was just trying to sell me like graphics shit on Twitch, right? They're like, hey, can you want me to make you some icons and like build you a custom theme, right? And it was like 15 or 20 people would pop in and try to sell me this shit and add me on what is it, Discord? Like, add me on Discord. And like, you know, I was being nice. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll check you out, right? And like, I wasn't getting any genuine followers. I don't know if that's the algorithm or if I'm just not a likable fucking guy or what, but it was super disheartening after doing that for like months. It was like 3 or 4 months. I was religiously, you know, several times a week putting some streams out, and I had like 15 followers. So I'm hoping that this gets better engagement. And you know, if you guys want to see some like League of Legends gameplay or like any type of games, I can do gameplay content as well. I got to be careful though, because I get into it. I'm very competitive, and I talk a lot of shit. So if you're not for the shit talking type stuff, then that's probably not the best route to go. But we'll see where it takes us. Other than that, I think I'm gonna jump off here. I'm gonna do some homework, try to figure out how to make these a little more aesthetically pleasing. Figure out how to edit videos and cut out dumb shit that I'm gonna say. It's inevitable. It's gonna happen. I'm an idiot. So, but otherwise, we can. I'll be dropping some more here in the next couple days. I gotta converse with a buddy of mine who's also he's a leg up on me as far as the YouTube game goes. So I've been going to him for a lot of advice and stuff, because I was apprehensive about jumping on the channel and making content. I'm just it's kind of out of my wheelhouse. It's out of my comfort zone, but I like this. I like this a lot. It's like I'm not talking to anybody, but like I am at the same time, right? But it's like I don't know. It's like therapeutic. It feels good to let a bunch of this shit out, and because like normally my mind is crazy. It's like going all over the place. So for me to dump some of the shit that's spinning around up there out, it's calming. It's good for me. So hopefully, if you're not getting anything of value out of this, you at least chuckle at something stupid I say, or you know, whatever. But again, I'll touch on it again. If you want to see anything in particular, like I'm at this point in the game, I'm open to anything right now before I find a lane and I head down it. We can talk about whatever. I'll answer questions. If you want me to start doing some reactions to some shit, if you got some good hip hop shit, some interviews, some videos, you want to know what my thoughts are on certain things, if you want me to try to break something down, lyrically, I like lyrics. I like bar heavy lyrics. I like shit that makes you think. So don't fucking hit me with something ridiculous off the top and overwhelm me now. But, you know, I'll do my best. I think with practice will come a more smooth transition. Like I said, today is my first day ever even talking to a camera, so it's kind of weird, but at the same time, I kind of like it. So hopefully there's a future for me here. If you're fucking with it, if you're curious, if you want to see what else is coming, give me that like, comment, subscribe. And let me touch on that real fast. I used to get really annoyed when I would watch YouTube videos and people were like, oh, like, comment, and subscribe for more content, right? But, like, I think it's subliminal, right? So, like, some people, if they're fucking with you, automatically they're gonna subscribe, right? And then some people, like, if you tell them, like, hey, like, comment, and subscribe, like, it's like a reminder. I'm sure there's still some people that are like, yo, I'm fucking tired of hearing everybody say this shit. But, like, I'm only gonna reach so many people, right? And if I reached you and you did like it and you didn't subscribe, you might never fucking stumble onto my page again, right? So, I don't know why I felt like I needed to say that, but coming from somebody that used to be hella annoyed with hearing it all the time, I hope I'm not being annoying. I know that I'm jumping around a lot, and the ADD thing is probably fucking driving some people nuts. Other people are probably like, I get it, bro, me too. But I'll try to refine my delivery and try to get better with each new video we do here. But again, I'm trying to go unscripted because I feel like if I were to script my videos, it would just be disingenuous. So, you know, I want to give it to you as it comes to me, and do my best to present that information as smoothly as possible. I'm getting a little more comfortable, like, just as I talk here. So try to cut out the ums and the uhs and the pauses and the searching for words and shit. I'm not used to this. I've been kind of home alone for the most part. Like, my wife's here, but she works and goes to school, and I'm a full-time student, so I'm here alone all the time, and I don't really get a lot of social interaction except for like when she gets home. So trying to find my words and put my thoughts together is it's like a lost talent for me at this point, but I think we'll get there. So with that, I'll let you guys go. I will be looking for something to make a video on here soon, and hopefully we get some good response here, and hit me with that motivation to start pumping some more content out, because I have a lot of free time and I sit around and do basically nothing if I don't have something to engage myself. So help me help myself. Give me a reason to make you guys some content, and I'll try to deliver. With that, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.